Hello, I'm Kate Miles from the Mind Body Reset, and I'm here today to talk to you about autoimmune disorders. Now, disorders of the immune system in general cause abnormal activity levels and therefore altered immune function. In the case of autoimmune disorders, this shows up as overactivity, which results in the body attacking its own tissues. Conventional treatment focuses on reducing immune system activity. For example, rheumatoid arthritis, which is the result of our immune system creating antibodies that attack the joints, leading to inflammation, swelling and pain. Where left unchecked, this can cause permanent damage. Treatment generally consists of oral or injectable medication to reduce immune system activity. Lupus or SLE sufferers develop antibodies that attack joints, lungs, blood cells, nerves and kidneys, etc. Daily steroids are generally prescribed to reduce immune system activity. In type 1 diabetes, antibodies destroy the insulin-producing cells of the pancreas, so sufferers often become insulin dependent by early adulthood. Other examples of autoimmune disorders are inflammatory bowel disease, psoriasis, thyroid issues, Addison's disease, lichen planus, APS and celiac. The number of people suffering from autoimmune disorders is on the increase, and up to 80% of sufferers are women. Sadly, no one is too sure why autoimmune disorders occur or why women are more at risk, but rushing woman syndrome and hormones are likely candidates. So why do we get autoimmune disorders? Infections may be part of the story. Sometimes when our bodies tackle infection, healthy tissues can get caught up in the fight. Injury is another element. When we injure an area of our body, that location is put under increased stress, which could cause a local autoimmune response. Genetics do play a part, so if your mum had an autoimmune disorder, then your risk is increased, but you may develop a different disorder. It is also worth remembering that just because a parent is a sufferer, it doesn't necessarily follow that the child will develop an autoimmune disorder, as so many other factors are relevant. Stress is widely known to be destructive as it upsets the hormonal, digestive and immune systems. When stress becomes prolonged, it can lead to distress and disease. Therefore, having experienced significant emotional trauma has been cited as a causative factor, especially as those suffering from PTSD, acute stress reactions and adjustment disorder have a higher incidence of autoimmune disorder. So what can you do about it once you've been diagnosed? Medications are available and sometimes this is necessary, but sadly it doesn't tackle the underlying triggers and may lead to side effects. So what other options do we have? One theory is that we are too focused on cleanliness beyond the levels necessary for good hygiene, and the more we sterilise, the less dirt and bugs our systems are exposed to, so our immune system doesn't get much practice at distinguishing the germs from our own cells. One way forward is to reduce our exposure to chemicals, cleaning products, plus beauty products and perfumes so that we can reduce our chemical toxicity load and give our immune system a fighting chance. We can also look for the root cause. This may be our digestive system, especially if we've been exposed to antibiotics, triggering intestinal candidiasis or leaky gut syndrome. So if we heal our gut by changing our diet and taking quality supplements under professional guidance, we may find our symptoms start to reduce. Getting yourself tested for heavy metal toxicity is also an option. Mercury is an issue and could have leached into your system from your fillings, so having them sensitively removed and reducing your intake of mercury-rich seafood and high fructose corn syrup may be helpful. Regular exercise, when undertaken at a suitable level, is known to have an anti-inflammatory effect, and increased sleep and hydration are invaluable. Relaxation practices such as yoga, breathing exercises and mindfulness meditation can be very useful. Stress management techniques that help you learn to deal with the challenges of life in a healthy way can be highly beneficial, such as journaling, gratitude and EFT tapping. Now, if you've notable symptoms though, the likelihood of underlying emotional stress and trauma being key is extremely high. So talking therapy such as counselling, psychotherapy and cognitive behavioural therapy are all worthy of consideration, but my preference is sentimentology, a blend of hypnotherapy, guided visualisation and lucid dreaming, as it's possible to diffuse without the need to discuss to excess. so offers a less traumatic route to increased emotional resilience and pain reduction. So why not bolster the effects of your self-care routine with the benefit of sonomyntology to see if, going forward, you can make more of a positive impact on your old symptomatic limitations. And if you're interested in how the Mind-Body Reset could help you tackle your health concerns, please do DM me to ask a question, book a Health Boost audit, or set up a discovery call. Thank you for watching. I hope you found that useful. Goodbye.